Okay, hello YouTube. It's been a while since I've done an update. Just wanted to show you how this little project had evolved. Um, there were two things that I added to this contraption. One is I went on ahead and I reinforced the base plate at the bottom here because I noticed that it was really floppy by itself and I didn't want the thing to get bent. Now, why is that important? Well, it's important because of this little rod here that I have. The purpose of that rod is to do more than simply have a light, which I intend on putting a light on the back of this at some point because I'd like to have a good sort of a presence system there to keep me from getting hit by people in speedboats. But what this does is it allows the boat to be stowed without having to remove the motor pylon from the boat. So this right here can hold the boat safely. There's a little eyelet that sits there on the bottom. Can hold the motor right here with very minimal effort. It doesn't take a whole lot, and it'll be resistant to vibration and sturdy enough, you can see from all this gusseting here, to resist bumps in the road. And so this will never come loose while I'm driving. So I can leave it on here, drag the thing down to the water, and I can save myself a ton of time trying to get the kayak set up. So that's what this is for here. Also, the new steering system, the kayak now has, let's get this off of here. The kayak now has foot steering. So get this thing closed up here. It now has foot steering, so we have these two pedals down here, which are the Yakima, I guess they call them the Werner foot braces. Let's get this fishing lure up out of the way here. It has these two pedals here that control the rear pylon. All right. One of the biggest issues that I had initially in the first place was I wanted to have steering on it, and I tried hooking it up to the tiller right here, right? And that did not work at all. Okay. High effort, no steering, and if you were lucky, you might be able to get it to go straight. Stranded me out in the Gulf of Mexico one time, and I've been weary of it ever since. So I went with this foot pedal system, and other than the fact that I use nylon ropes on the back of that, the steering reducer, the torque multiplier that I have here, which I'll show you exactly what that is. There are these two pulleys on either side, right? And you have these big pulleys here that are connected axially to the steer motor, and then you have this other one right here. It's just an idle pulley, right? When you turn, the effective ratio from this rope right here will be 2 to 1. So when you pull it, for every 2 inches that you get out of this, you're going to get an inch of movement right here. So that means your effective torque that you're putting through the foot pedal, which you can put a lot through your feet, will be double, right? So if I got 20 pounds of pressure going through that pedal, then right here I'm going to have 40 pounds of turning pressure, and for every little millimeter of movement, I'll have a nice, precise, smooth motion arc all the way in 90 degrees. And it turns very nicely with no binding, very smoothly throughout the entire sweep of rotation. So that's what that's for. Very happy how that came out. We'll shot at side profile there. Came out a whole lot clunkier, kind of bulkier than I would have liked. But the way that the math was done on this, there's really no way to make that any smaller. And as far as using little flappy arms on either side to actuate it through 2 linkages, that's just not doing that at all. So I'm happy with it. Added a little bit of bulk to the ass of the boat, but for the most part, it does what it's supposed to do very well. Very happy with the whole thing, and I have a lot of confidence driving this down the road without having to worry about it all coming loose and tearing up. So all this is built extremely ruggedly. So if you ever get stranded in the ocean, kids, I promise you, you'll start thinking industrially yourself. So there you go. Enjoy this fine Monday. Hope you boys can get out and see some water. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. Totally forgot. The boat, I improved it. Sorry, not the boat. The trailer has been improved. I now have a set of, I want to say those are 3-inch. Yeah, those are 3-inch Schedule 40 pipes, and you'll notice that there's a curvature under there. I forcefully bent those, and inside of these, you might be able to see it. There we go. It's got a nice little rubber bushing system, so this way that the pipe itself never fatigues. So you don't have a solid point that is hinged onto the trailer by, and therefore it disperses those little bits of force from driving and vibration. And as a result of the curvature of the pipes on the trailer, it sucks the boat right into form, and it rides nice and steadily. It feels good, doesn't feel like I'm going to lose my boat off my trailer. And it sits so well that I can actually sit on top of the boat here without actually hurting it. And before, I just pretty much had the boat sitting on this frame here, and I just wrapped it up in a bunch of tape and a bunch of foam, trying to keep the hard metal surfaces from hurting things. So there you go. You can see the two pipes there. It's just nice and beautifully tucked away. Nothing gets hurt. Everything gets loaded and unloaded without distorting the hull or hurting anything else. Because I've already had to hem up quite a few leaks on this thing from improper carrying it. So there you go. Next time that you see a video from me, it'll be of me putting this wonderful contraption on the water and hopefully catching something other than mosquito bites. Alright, later on folks. Bye bye.